It has been way too long since my last video. What started out as, hey, I think I'm going to take a break from YouTube and take a month off for a little bit, turned into 7 months of my garbage collecting dust and my paint going bad. But not too long ago, I got an email from one of my subscribers, and I was reminded that I actually have a YouTube channel that I gotta keep up. So vacation time is over. Time to take some trash and make it look cooler by adding some more trash and some rotten paint. Oh hey, I actually made a decent drawing this time. And I definitely did not take a picture of the model when it was done, then print it out so I could trace it out later and pretend like I knew how to draw. Ridiculous. So today we're gonna make a droid head, completely from scratch and whatever garbage I can get my hands on. So let's not waste any more time and get to work. Here's the light. Come on. Sorry about that. To start things off, we're going to take apart this old helicopter toy from an old but fantastic TV show called VeggieTales. I start by removing the 1,000 screws that held this thing together until I've got nothing but the cockpit remaining. I started this for a while trying to figure out the design in my head, and I figured maybe I should plan this out a little bit so I don't waste any of my time gluing a bunch of random junk together. Of course, I didn't get more than 3 seconds into it before I realized, hey, that's what this whole channel is about. So I just opted for on-the-go gluing trash together with no plan, and just hope for the best that it'll work out somehow. After about a few hours of staring at trash, I glued on the first piece of junk, which is a juice cap. Next, I glued more of those juice caps to some gum dispensers to form like these ear sort of speaker things. Then I filled out the earpieces with some of these random caps and other pieces of junk. I have this whipped cream nozzle, and after I trim off all the pointy ends, it becomes this good, thing, I guess. I found this interesting electrical piece while I was walking out in the woods, and I literally have no idea what it is. Next, I started on the eyes. I used the drive shaft from the helicopter to form the first one, then topped it off with this piece from a soy sauce bottle, then finished it off with this broth cap. For the second eye, I used this cool-looking toothpaste cap, capped off with this piece of plastic from a ring pop, I think. I wanted this droid to have ears, so I made them off-camera using the rotary blades from the helicopter, a barbecue sauce limiter, and a failed 3D printed part that was given to me. The last thing to do was to glue some broth caps to the back, and some zip ties to the front and back. Then after a few more bits and bobs, the construction was done. And with that done, I took it outside and gave it a coat of metallic brown spray paint.
That looks rather nice, doesn't it?
Oh, gosh darn it. The first color I'm going to add is this red. I'm stippling it on with a sponge, so the parts of the metallic brown undercoat will poke through and give it a kind of Hogwarts Express kind of feel. Then I'll paint individual pieces with different colors like copper, gunmetal, tin, and pretty much everything else. I painted the insides of the eyes black, so when I apply the UV resin later, it'll appear to just be a void. I wanted to do something a little bit special for the inside of the head, so I rewired this electric tea light candle with a blue LED to act like some arc reactor nuclear brain cell thing. As one does, I guess. Next, I added some gardening wire to certain places around the head to act as power cables, and then electrical wire to act as electrical wire. Next, I took all the pieces of the head and coated them in a black wash to give them some age and weathering. And after that was done, I could finally glue it together. It was too difficult to film, so I did the UV resin eyes off camera. Sorry. The last step was to add one final touch of weathering. I start by stippling on some black with a sponge, then I follow that up with some silver on top. And then once they're done, they make these pretty fun dents. And after that dried, my new friend was finally done. Well, that is it for this video. Thanks to everyone who's watching this. I really hope you enjoyed it a lot. If you want to see another droid head build, go check out Kayakasaurus' video. I'll leave a link down in the description. It pretty much inspired this whole build, so definitely go check it out. As of the release of this video, my next project will already be started. I should hope to have that video out soon, but if you're curious on what it is, here's a hint.